Hello, and this is the progress update for 1 month of doing the Mega Origin Dex. Now, you may be wondering, the Mega Origin Dex is a type of living dex that's kind of a massive step up from the already monumental task of having a living dex. And I would like to think I was the person who created this, but someone's probably come up with that idea. Everyone's done every variation of a living dex. But the goal is to collect every single Pokemon from every single region they can be caught in. So typically in a normal living dex, you would have about 1,080 Pokemon as of today, January 31st, 2024. That's depending if they include your forms. Generally, this Mega Origin Dex is going to have over 6,000 Pokemon. That's more Pokemon than can actually be stored inside a premium home kit. Here we are in Pokemon, the first game I played for this challenge, Leaf Green. I only have 55 Pokemon in Kanto, which actually is quite a bit. So, probably hear that. So this is, of course, the Pokemon that I have within the first. And it's not just this one box, it's also a good amount of box 2. And, now Hypno is my catching Pokemon. We have, these for pickup and HMs. But we have got, I haven't gotten a few lines, like, there's the Weedle lines, the Caterpie lines. They're not in Dex order, which, once we get to Johto, they definitely will be in Dex order. Oh boy, will they be in Dex order. So I haven't really completed very few lines because I haven't actually gotten to the end of the game yet. But once I get to the end of the game, right now I think I only have. Also, my emulator is extremely laggy and I hate this. I was only laggy sometimes, and I love that. I love it. So I'm on Cinnabar Island, but I've only beaten Koga's Gym. I haven't beaten the Silphco. I haven't gotten Sabrina's badge. I haven't gotten Blaine's badge. And obviously I haven't done anything past that. So I obviously haven't gone to the Sevii Islands. So the reason that I have to play Fire Red, Blue, Green. So, there are games that you are specifically going to have to be playing a lot of. And Fire Red, Leaf Green is one of them, since you have to beat the entire post game 3 times. Once when you pick Bulbasaur at the beginning, once you pick Charmander at the beginning, once you pick Squirtle at the beginning, so you can get all 3 of the legendary beasts from Kanto. The legendary beasts they're roamers in this game that only become active when you beat the game, when you complete the Ruby and Sapphire quest in the post game on Sevii Island. So that's why I need to play through Fire Red, Leaf Green. Outside of obviously getting Gen 2 and Gen 3 Pokemon in Kanto. You know what? Yep, we're just gonna let her do this as we swap to the next game. Next we're gonna look at Johto, who I think has the most with I know has the most. It has 342 Pokemon. Now that is almost out of 500, which is insane, but it is. So I mean, you're gonna see a progress now. So I mean, here we have a bunch of Pokemon for future evolutions, like Alolan Exeggutor, Alolan Raichu, Galarian Mr. Mime, Mr. Rhyme, Sylveon, Galarian Coughing, Ursaring. I don't know why you're here. The Dunsparce, Annihilate. And I did the DNS trick to get, this event Darkrai from Pokemon from Diamond Pearl Platinum. This is actually from the Sinjoh Ruins, where if you take an event, any kind of Arceus from Diamond Pearl Platinum, which I just used the event Arceus that I got through the DNS settings. Then you take it to the Ruins of Alph. You get the choice of either a level 1 Palkia, a level 1 Dialga, or level 1 Giratina. And the Palkia and the Giratina are in here. HGSS boxes make me so annoyed, but yeah, they are here. Now, when you beat Red on top of Mount Silver, you get the opportunity to choose between Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander, and Oak Slab. And so I had to play, and I played through the game twice because you have to do it once on Hard Gold to get Kyogre. You have to beat Red once in Heart Gold to get Soul Silver. No, oh my god. Once in Heart Gold to get Groudon, I think, and then in Soul Silver you get Groudon, in Heart Gold you get Kyogre, and they're in Embedded Tower. Then you take both of those. It has to be Embedded Tower Kyogre Groudon. It can't be any Groudon, but you have to get those Pokemon from Embedded Tower. Then take them to Professor Oak, which then gets you the Jade Orb, which allows you to catch Rayquaza from Hoenn. And that's the only way to get certain legendaries. Like, so a real problem is legendaries, who, I guess I mentioned this. Slowbro is here, Arcanine. But, so a real problem is legendaries. Like, this is an event Pokemon that will no longer exist. That does no longer exist, that you can only get through DNS exploits. Mewtwo, this is just Pokemon you can catch. So you got Moltres. So if you see any missing, there's a high chance that I just need to transfer it from a different game and breed it. But not many Pokemon are like that. Like, this is a Shuckle. In Shuckle, I just need to get Shucky, which I did within my save file corrupted. Which that was the only Pokemon I lost from that, which is good. And the same thing, once you beat the game, you also get the choice of the Hoenn starters from Steven Stone. So I picked Trico and Torchic because I like them. I mean, I also like Mudkip, but I chose Mudkip in Emerald, which is the reason we're gonna get to next. Gen 3 is what I don't have most of, which is because I'm gonna be transferring all those Pokemon from Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Emerald. And as you can see here, we have the Embedded Tower Pokemon. We have Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza, all from Embedded Tower. Jirachi, this was an event Pokemon. This was an event Pokemon, but specifically from Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. I'm not 100% sure if it's an event Pokemon in this game. Then you get to Gen 4, which is my next filled region. Maybe it is my most... Actually, I think it might be my most filled region. Because I think Kanto's missing a good amount, but this is only missing, like, Smagius, Happy Knee, which I have, but I'm gonna evolve the one I have in my party, no Chansey. Yeah, and then it's like something Electivire, something, I don't know what else these are. But then Rotom, and then it's all that. So that's it for Johto out of 342 Pokemon, including these future evolutions. So next, we're moving back to Hoenn. Here we have Hoenn, which this is an Emerald. That's awesome. Whatever, I hate recording. Anyway, Poochyena is the only Pokemon in my party because every other Pokemon is in here. So I have most, but not all... Oh my god, this is awesome. I love how long this is taking. Anyway, I have 2 full boxes of Pokemon, and it's one of every species in Hoenn. Because these are going to be transported to Fire Red Leaf Green, which I'm then going to breed with Ditto to get all the Hoenn Pokemon in Fire Red Leaf Green. Now, it's not all of them, because again, I stopped after getting the 7th gym badge because there's so much plot in between that and the end of the game. And that's how you get Beldum, is by Steven gifting it to you. But you can catch a Metagross in, I want to say it's Coliseum? And we're going to have to play Coliseum to get all to get all of Ori Pokemon, which I'm still not 100% sure if I want to include that. Because, if you don't know, because to get all the evolutions, I have to be XD 7 times. And I don't want to do that. I really don't. Plus, it would make it under 6,000, which is really nice. But I still would have to beat Ori anyways, because there are certain Pokemon I did not catch in Emerald, and there are certain Hoenn Pokemon that are locked to Coliseum and XD. I can't think of one. No, not Hoenn. Johto Pokemon. Johto Pokemon are locked. Certain Johto Pokemon are locked. I legit cannot think of one off the top of my head right now, but I swear. Ho-Oh, while it's not a breedable Pokemon, it is a Pokemon that is locked to Pokemon. Nope, not the Hoenn starters, because they're found in their mold at the end. I can't think of one off the top of my head. I'll put it on the screen now. But those are Pokemon that we would have to catch in Ouray, even if I didn't include them, because that's the only way I can get them in Fire Red and Leaf Green through breeding. And, oh, I didn't say how much, and I don't think... I have 56 total Hoenn Pokemon, which doesn't feel totally right, but it also does, you know? So, total Pokemon from Hoenn. And I think that's it, because... Also, you know what? Here's Truck the Mudkip. This one's technically illegal because I used PK Hex to give myself a Mudkip egg when I was in the truck at the beginning of the game. Because you can't have normal Pokemon normally there. When I hash it there, it's technically an illegal Pokemon, but he's Truck the Mudkip, and I want to keep him. I like Truck the Mudkip. But I think that's all for Hoenn. So next we're going to scoot on up to the next region, which is definitely Sinnoh. This one I'm playing on actual hardware, so there will be no lag. But I do indeed have XD, which as you saw, snagged Pokemon 25. And you're almost never gonna encounter duplicates unless you're playing through the game again. So yeah, I do just straight up have 23 snagged Pokemon, 25 snagged Pokemon. Really, there's not much. It's, of course, I need to purify most of them, and I'm done playing. But nope, Dunsparce. Ledian? Maybe maybe that's a jet. I don't know, but I swear one of these are Pokemon, or a Gen 2 Pokemon you can only get in Colosseum. I swear. I think it's maybe Stantler. I don't know. Also, I lied. Ouray, but like this is Ouray. We're moving on to Hoenn now. Like this is it. I mean Sinnoh, which is also short. Whatever. Shut up. And this is Pokemon Pearl. This is the save file that I did for Pearl because I needed to get to Badge 7 to get Snover, so I could get. I need to get Badge 6 so I could get Snover in Heart Gold Soul Silver. So I played through most of Pearl. And you're wondering, well, why Pearl and why not Platinum? I don't know. Well, I do know why. This fucker, right here, Glameow. You have to be, well, it's on the top screen, so we can't do it. Anyway, Glameow. This fucker, you can only find after getting the 5th badge in Pearl. Like the other version exclusive, its counterpart, Stunky, can be found after the 2nd badge in Diamond. It's ridiculous. But, I forgot to do this in, I forgot to do this during Johto and Kanto's segments, but not only did I start Pearl, which has 10 hours and 9 minutes on it, I started a Diamond, which has 3 hours and 2 minutes, and Platinum, which has 3 hours and 34 minutes. So the reason I started those files was 1, Diamond for Stunky, and 2, it was faster just to get Rotom in Platinum than it was to go from the 6th gym to the end of the game. There is that much plot and story between the 7th and 8th gym in Pearl that is just faster to skip all of that than to beat the game and get the national dex for Rotom. So just start Platinum for Rotom and also Gible. And really, these are all the Pokemon that I've read to get the babies in, can't think of it, in Johto. So come on. Stop it. I hate this fucking emulator. Anyway, Entei and Raikou, these are event Pokemon. And so is the Lucario. Man, I love like whatever. That's really all I have left in this file because I didn't catch many Pokemon, just these. This one's gonna be almost the shortest, because this is the one where we have the least amount of Pokemon with a total of 20. We have 20 Pokemon in here. But we have a starter, 3 Lillipups, 2 of her lines to get Fanfor, 2 Blitzel, 2 Mona, Throw, and then 2 Temples. I still need to catch more, but this is the only Unova game. I wanted to get a little bit of Unova started because then I can just transfer Pokemon into here, which then I can use the transport box to transfer them into Pokemon Home, which can then go, no, Pokemon Bank, which can then go to Pokemon Home. And that's all I really started this for, which is why I only got like 20 Pokemon. I did ever catch it in a stream. Fun fact, I stream on Twitch. It's probably better than this. Go follow me on Twitch. Oh. Also, I forgot to mention, and I'm not going to show them here because I don't want to set up my... I don't want to go through the effort of turning on Scarlet and Violet. But I also caught Walking Wake and Iron Leaves in Scarlet and Violet. I'm not going to show them because I don't want it, but they are also there. And so by taking the numbers all together, if we include the 55 from Kanto, the 342 from Johto, the 56 from Hoenn, the 25 from Ore, the 27 from Sinnoh, and the 20 from Unova, and also the 2 from Paldea didn't really show off, Walking Wake and Iron Leaves. That brings us a total of 526, which is almost 10% of this entire challenge. Which would be more if I didn't include Ore, but I'm really debating that. Comment below whether you want to see, like, include Ore in that list, because that is a lot of Pokemon. Like a lot of Pokemon.